Welcome to Warzone, Spartan.
Halo 5's campaign is a short but sweet cooperative experience for players who are looking for a less competitive activity in Halo 5. Unfortunately, players do not get rewarded for doing anything in the campaign, so there really hasn't been a cooperative thing to do since launch. That is until Warzone Firefight was announced. From April 14th through the 19th, Halo 5 offered users a beta for the new game mode. I'm Fox with the Halo Frontier, and this is my impressions on the Warzone Firefight beta.
Round complete.
Warzone Firefight is a new cooperative experience in Halo 5 that mixes old-school firefight with Warzone's rec system and new challenges. Remember, this is just a beta, so my opinions here certainly may change as the final build of the game mode gets closer to release. I found Warzone Firefight to be an overly easy and simplistic approach to firefight that relied a bit too heavily on Warzone aspect and not enough of traditional firefight. Make no mistake, this is not Firefight from ODST or Reach. This is online-only, non-customizable matchmaking experience that doesn't have skulls, limited lives, or even that sense of dread that came from the older game modes. But here's the deal. It's called Warzone Firefight, so yeah, it isn't the same. And of course it has wrecks, and because of that, Warzone Firefight doesn't have that pressing tension of trying to survive. Overall, I found the game mode to be relatively easy. The 5 rounds can last between 16 and 22 minutes, which is typical of Warzone as a whole. It's a huge wreck sink though, so you better start saving up for the game mode now. I'm very happy that the rounds are interchangeable from game to game. This should prevent it from becoming redundant. But with that, the players can be faced with an overly difficult round early on, which means wrecks aren't all that useful. I'm just gonna say this now, I loved the base defense round. That was the most intense against all odds round that exists in Warzone Firefight. Yes, it's hard, but that's the real firefight feeling. The other objectives are mostly focused on killing a couple of specific targets or eliminating only certain kinds of enemy types. These objectives are relatively fun, but I was kind of hoping for a mixture of some of the objectives that can be found in arena multiplayer. Wouldn't a bomb round be awesome where we had to plant a bomb in a base defended by the Covenant? That would be really cool. Or what about a round where we have to capture 3 strongholds defended by the enemy and then kill a target? That kind of round variety would be above and beyond expectations and would absolutely push the experience into great new heights. I will say it's very important to find a couple of friends to go into a firefight. This becomes imperative during a round in which you have to take down 15 Phaetons. If you don't have any good wrecks for this round, it may be difficult. And if you don't have any competent teammates, the round becomes almost impossible. So yes, in a way, you do need to depend on teammates to do the objectives. The 5th and final round consists of 2 objectives. The first is usually kill a few priority targets, and then the last objective is the mythic boss. In my experience, the last mythic boss was mostly the Warden Eternal, and he was guarded by 2 regular Wardens. That was definitely a challenge, and if anything, because the Wardens can be a bullet sponge. I felt like the Wardens really didn't handle the battles too well though. They weren't really hunting down enemies, and if your team could overcrowd them with vehicles, the Warden just kinda sat there. If my team and I were to lose at Warzone Firefight, it would mostly happen at this round. Which is okay to me, the 5th round is supposed to be hard, right? It's interesting again because I found the game mode to be kind of easy, but I've seen others say that it's a bit too hard and frustrating. I'm curious to see how 343 balances the difficulty. To me, the beta felt basic, which is absolutely fine. I'm happy that we could provide some quality testing to the experience. I just hope 343 has a lot more planned for this game mode. And that's the thing, they have tons of resources at their disposal. Reach and ODST Firefight were awesome. So for Warzone Firefight, I think they got the Warzone aspect right, but the firefight aspect could definitely be improved upon. At this time, a release date for the Warzone Firefight hasn't been announced. During a recent stream, however, 343 said summer, so we could expect it by at least July. And when it does release, this new firefight mode will give players a whole new PvE experience that Halo 5 drastically needs. Leave in the comments below if you had a chance to play the beta. Did it feel like Firefight to you? Wouldn't it be cool to see some brutes, or even the Flood? The Halo Frontier thanks you for watching, and if you liked this video, please subscribe to the channel. And until next time, I'll see you on the Frontier.